Hey everyone, and I hope you're well today. I wanted to take a moment to introduce some of the materials that I've put on D2L for you for this week, partly because here we are trying out this new format, and partly because I changed a few things just to make them a little bit more interesting or relevant in light of current events. Technology in the classroom is what is on the agenda for March 31st. I know this is a topic that a lot of you are passionate about. It's something that we've talked about a million different ways indirectly as it's related to so many topics because obviously, it touches on just about everything. And it's kind of interesting or ironic that here we are doing technology in the classroom technologically, but that's where we've landed. So I added a video on the jobs we might potentially lose to machines, and as you watch that on YouTube, I want you to think about where teaching falls into that criteria. So the video already discusses machines grading essays and doing some of the tasks that humans normally do, but as you think about where we're going in the future, I'd like to get your thoughts in your class synopses on what that's going to look like in 5, 10, 20 years in terms of teaching and technology. What, if anything, will still be left to us humans, and what will be replaced or look very different. I changed up the readings a little bit, again, to make them more current. So I posted an article called 10 Strategies for Online Learning During Coronavirus. Be sure to check that out and see what you think. Some very good tips in there, especially about inclusivity and access for all, which is obviously a big issue that we've discussed some already. An article called The State of Online Education Before Coronavirus, which talks about to what extent are teachers prepared to do this, and more importantly, to what extent are students prepared to do this. So that's another aspect of this that is worth our attention. And then finally, just a generic article about some pros and cons of technology in the classroom. So take a look at all of those, and I'll look forward to chatting with you on the discussion board regarding any thoughts you have on any of those materials. And so when you're thinking about, okay, how am I doing my workbook in terms of what's a reading and what's class, anything we discuss on the discussion board or anything that we watch via video, we'll consider class. So the YouTube video I'm posting on jobs we might lose to machines, that's class, that's synopsis material. Any information that comes out of the discussion board or other conversations about this material, that's class synopsis material as well. But your initial reactions to the readings, that you can put under your reading reflections for the week. So hopefully that makes sense. If not, hit me with questions. We'll keep meditating as well. I'll post a couple of those up here for you. So continue to train your brain with me, please. I really appreciate you joining me on that journey. I think it will continue to produce profound effects that make you better teachers and give you skills that you may transfer to your students at some point. So as always, thank you for joining me for that. For April 2nd, I mixed it up a little bit. I went a little bit more child. So I know oftentimes I'm coming at you from the perspective of a college professor, even though we're typically talking about K through 12 scenarios. So I found a couple read alouds on YouTube, just individuals reading children's books that tie to these topics of inclusivity, cultural identity, diversity that are on the agenda for April 2nd. So all are welcome here, and I Am Human are the two books that I chose, but there are many others. Again, you can comment on these in your class synopses, but also be thinking about what other books and resources would you use as a teacher to help promote more inclusivity, diversity, and awareness in your classrooms. I've got a couple articles on there as well for you to ponder, so hopefully you'll find all of the above interesting, and like I said, I look forward to chatting with you on the discussion board about all of these materials. Hope you're well, and I'll see you again soon.